At our tray, let's talk about what you see. So you may see paint that is closed. You may see paint that is open. If you see paint that is open, that means these are the paints that you are using for this class. If you see paint that is closed, that means you are not using this paint. Please do not open the lid. If these are open, the lids will be sitting there. So when Ms. Lawson asks you to close them, that's where you get the lids. In the middle, you're going to see Tippy's house. You can see all your Tippies that are in the house. If you notice, the danger zone is sticking out of the cup. So we don't want to grab the danger zone. We want to grab the cup, and then you can see there is space on the side of your tray. You can dump your paintbrushes right there, put his house back. That will allow everybody to grab a paintbrush on the handle without touching the danger zone. Now, this little plastic thing that is on the red handle, you can hold that. That is a safe zone. So you can have your hands here. You can have your hands here. The metal in the hair is where the danger zone is. So that's where we don't want to use it. When we are done with our Tippy, we don't want to put him hair down because that means he's frowning. You want to take your Tippy, you want to flip him where his handle goes down and his danger zone is facing up, because that is how we're going to get it ready to put back and clean up. Paper, we've already written our name. Once we've written our name, make sure that we flip it over just like we did before, making sure it is horizontal, which is side to side. The top and the bottom are the long sides. The sides are the short sides. And we're going to start with another two colors. Again, take your house. If you're in charge, dump them over here so everybody can get a handle safely. This yellow handle is the safe zone. His hair is the danger zone. So we don't want to put our fingers and our hands anywhere near this danger zone. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this paper and we're going to add color to the whole thing, but we're going to do it a little differently because we're going to be taking two colors and we're going to be doing a double dip to make a new color on our paper. This is our primary colors. Yellow, red, and blue are our primary colors. We're going to be creating a new color, a secondary color on our paper. Please listen and watch because it's very important how we dip our brush. We don't want to mix it. We don't want to scoop it. We just want to make sure that we go down into the paint and pick it straight up. Just like we did with the yellow and red, we're going to do the same thing with the yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. What two colors, if I mix yellow and blue, are we making here? I hope you said green. Just like we did before, we want to make sure that we go down, don't move it, and then pick it up. So please watch and listen before you paint. You are not painting with me. You are listening and watching. Down, up, move all the way over to blue. Down, up, and then I'm going to take it to my paper, and I should start to see green. Again, get all that paint off your brush. Mix it onto this paper. Again, once we run out, we're going to do it again. Clean our brush off. Move over to yellow. Down. Move over to blue. Down and up. Take it to your paper and fill in the other areas that we did not get all the paint. So you keep painting until Miss Lawson says stop. This one only took 2 times. I had enough paint on my brush to do it 2 times to make green. Again, before we put our brush up, make sure that you wipe him off, back and forth. He's going in the house. Flip him so his handle is in the house. And then please listen, we're going to get this paper to the drying rack. This is our back counter. Every table has a dot on the back counter. If you are sitting at that table, that is where your tray is going to be put back. So we have 3 of them on this side, purple, blue, and green. And then like you saw the other ones, black, yellow, pink, and red. So Miss Lawson, make sure if I tell you to go put your tray back, it is going on that big dot. So if this is my job, I take my tray off the red table. I'm going to look for the red circle. I'm going to lay my tray on the red circle. And if it's my turn, then I'm going to take the house, pick it up off the tray right here in this little sink, our paintbrush sink. There is an orange bucket with soap and water. You take your house, you just dump your tippies, just like that. Then you take your house, put it back on your tray. So when Miss Lawson tells you to make sure that you dump Your tippies in the pool, that is where the pool is. It's the orange bucket over here by the paintbrush sink. When Miss Lawson calls for you to get your artwork to the drying rack, you are taking the big paint mat with your art on top. You're picking up both papers. I will tell you what color line. There are different color lines depending on what table you sit at. If I'm at black table, I'm lining up on that black line. If I'm at yellow table, there is a yellow line. All feet should be on that line. Now, for red and pink, there are a few lines. So I have red. There's 3 different sections. That's for red and pink tables. So please listen to which one you go. And then we have blue for purple and blue. So over here, you can see I have the green line for the green table. So when Miss Lawson calls your table, you'll be standing on the line holding your paper. Then when Miss Lawson tells you to walk, you will follow the road, which are all those lines, all the way up to the drying rack. Now you can see there is a red line and a green arrow. I'm going to step up to the red line and stop. When you look right here, there's a place. It's where our wet paint mats go. I'm going to lay my paint mat down. I'm going to pick up my artwork. I'm going to wait. Please make sure that you do not put your paint mat here. As you can see, this is where the dry paint mats are held. Your wet paint mat will go on this top cart. That is where they sit to dry before I move them. Wait right here till Miss Lawson tells me to step forward. That's what the green arrow then means. I step forward. And as you can see, there's lots of numbers on our drying rack. Miss Lawson will tell you what number you're putting your paper on. You need to make sure that you turn it vertical. If we painted it horizontal, you're still going to turn it vertical. And then when Miss Lawson tells you what number to put it on, you're going to carefully lay it on top of that number, making sure that you get it on there, and then you're going to turn and follow the white line. The white line is going to lead you back. It's either going to lead you to our sketchbook area, if we're getting sketchbooks, or if you keep going, it's going to lead you back to our carpet, which is where you then go straight back to your stool.